building plans for sheds will become reality if you follow the 8 steps outlined in this video. First of all, seek advice about your plans for sheds from the local regulators whether or not you must have a license. In case you do, then simply get it, as building permits are normally cheap. On the other hand, damaging power lines or even water pipes could cost you a whole lot more. I read the story of a person who was billed more than $2,000 for cutting a television wire while he built a new paved driveway. Most likely, no one is ever going to find out about your plans for sheds. However, it is really easy to obtain a permit, and it isn't really worth the possible difficulties if you do not. With that being said, let's talk about the placement as part of your plans for sheds. Exactly where may the garden shed be placed? Will it always be accessible? Could it block your view on the lake? Believe me, most oftentimes the obvious will get ignored. Could it be too near the power line? This is when the building permit comes into play. May water run into the shed in case of rainfall? Those are some of the first questions to ask regarding plans for sheds. Next in your building plans comes the foundation. Which kind of ground will the garden storage shed be placed on? Sand, stone, gravel, grass? The sort of material underneath the shed will define what sort of foundation you should have. Good plans for sheds will assist you to evaluate which sort of foundation you require. After that, you will want to look at the cost of your plans for sheds. What exactly will the expense be in supplies and or labor? Some plans for sheds will come with a handy material list that you can take right to the local home improvement store and then have your project priced right away. Another important point to consider is the purpose and construction designs. What will the function of the garden shed be? What are you probably going to be keeping inside it? Will you be storing tools, backyard equipment, machines, or propane gas grills in it? Do you want the actual items to be sealed? What storage shed building plans meet your requirements? And also the style of the additional buildings on your property. How to build a shed without determining the square footage. Do not make the actual mistake of constructing a garden shed based on the wrong plans for sheds that might be too little just after a summer. Plan as large as you are able to and also as big as the area allows. Also ask yourself, do I have the tools I need? Being cheap on power tools could make the venture a tremendous headache. Look up the price for renting the tools and also prepare the steps so that you can reduce the time you need the tools. By going through the plans for sheds, you'll realize when and about how long you may need them for. Finally, you might want to get some assistance when implementing your plans for sheds. Using an additional pair of hands, as well as an extra pair of muscles, will accelerate things substantially. Now, completing building plans for sheds by yourself may also prevent you from accidents. Employ a person for a day or so, or simply organize a work for meals event for your buddies. But absolutely no beer before you're finished. This is how to build a shed. If you still need ideas and plans for garden sheds, then go to plansforshedso.com.